Well, holy smokers, folks, the situation with the chef is getting crazier and crazier and crazier as we go along. Chef making a huge upward move here today. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it. 5% plus here today. It's my second best performing stock today. Only stock doing better than the chef today is actually Revolve stock. Revolve making a nice upward move of over 8% today. But yeah, outside of Revolve, the chef is outperforming everything. And it just seems like the chef stays so hot recently for like the past week or so, okay? And a lot going on here. And by the way, congrats to anybody that's making some gains in this stock. Now, just in this account alone, we're up $183,000. This is a stock we were down on about a week and a half ago. And that's what I always tell you guys in the stock market, man. Yeah, things can go really bad really fast sometimes if you get in a stock that is especially really volatile, right? And it shoots down. But man, I can tell you what, like it goes the other way too, right? And next thing you know, you're down and out and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm losing money. Everything's going so bad. And next thing you know, you're up 6 figures plus, right? It changes quick. And that especially when it comes to growth stocks, it can go really bad really fast and go really good really fast, okay? In this video here today, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about the crazy stuff that's now happening with the chef stock, which, man, there's a lot of it, okay? I got a lot to show you guys in this video here today. And we'll talk about what I think will happen next in this situation. Hope you guys enjoy this little video. As always, all I ask in return is that you smash that like button. That's literally it, guys. Appreciate you being here. As always, if you want to learn directly from me and check out our brand new course, How to Invest Like a Pro in 24 Hours or Less, check out the pinned comment down there, guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys will absolutely love that. Learn a ton and take your investing to the next level, okay? Alrighty, guys, so where I want to start here is looking at volume here today, okay? This is just one of many out of the ordinary things happening with the chef here today. I mean, we're talking about basically around a 2x of volume today. This stock is clearly seeing a lot of trading volume. Now, we talked recently about some option plays in relation to the stock and some folks buying options, things like that. But these are just like, this is like shares trading here, right? So there's clearly buying momentum in the stock in general for 3.3 million plus shares to trade here today, when 1.7 million is the average volume for the stock. So clearly there are a lot of folks that are getting very interested in the chef. And I wouldn't say just retail folks. Let's put it that way. I know every time one of these stocks starts to move up, everybody likes to say it's only retail or something like that in one of the smaller market caps. No, I can tell you it's got to be some fun money in there as well to get this type of volume. Because keep in mind, if a hedge fund's buying in or making a move here, they're buying tens of thousands of shares or selling tens of thousands of shares at a time, right? Or maybe even hundreds of thousands of shares, right? They're the ones that can really push up that volume in a big, meaningful way. So yeah, definitely some big volume here right off the bat. And by the way, if no one knows what volume is, it's essentially shares trading back and forth. How many shares are trading in a given day? And like I said, basically about 2x the average volume. It's a Wednesday. You know what I mean? It's a Wednesday in September. Like it's nothing crazy going on today. The market's not extremely volatile today. It was not a crazy day in the market or something like that. This is strictly a chef situation going on here, okay? Now, look at this. What you're looking at here, somebody, thanks for, I think it was Martin in the private Discord chat, okay? And by the way, check out pinned comment if you're interested in joining us in the private Discord chat as well, okay? Martin posted this. Thanks so much for posting this, Martin, in the Tattooed Chef category, okay? What you're looking at here is call options, all right? Or options in general. We're looking at October 15, 2021 expiration. So we're talking about a month and 2 weeks from now, these options will expire, right? And these are looking at calls here. You're looking at puts on the other side over here. But specifically, look at the call side, okay? Look at the open interest over here, and look at the volume over here on the call side. Now look at the put side, and the type of volumes over here. Not even remotely close, you know what I mean? Especially in terms of like the actual volume that's going through. When you look at these ones, you're talking about 1,400, 1,600, 1,500, 1,200 there. And you look at volume on the put side, you don't see anything even close to this. The biggest on the put side would be 1,750 puts, 645. You have several different call options basically trading that are, way out of the money. I mean, look at these, okay? When I say out of the money, what does that mean? It essentially means the stock price would have to trade significantly above wherever it's trading at now. It's outside the money, like way outside. I mean, look at this. Some of these are way outside the money. If you look at this one, 22.50. Okay, we're right around in the money there. But then look at this, 25. You're way outside the money there, right? You need another pretty big upward move. Here we're talking about $30 strikes. Okay. $30? That's what we need to go up, another 20 to 30% to get to $30? $30 strikes, and look at the volume on that, 1,684 call options. And keep in mind, each call option contract represents 100 underlying shares. So if you want to, understand basically a share amount on what the volume was there, times this number by 100. And by the way, this was taken before market close. So I can guarantee you all these numbers are actually significantly higher by the time the market actually closed. I think Martin took this screenshot about an hour before the market closed, roughly, okay? So think about it from that context. Clearly a lot of folks expect this stock to go on an absolute rocket ship ride over the course of the next month and a half, essentially. Look at this, $35 strikes. We're talking so far dang out of the money, it's ridiculous, right? $35. And think about it like this, right? Tattooed Chef stock last week, I think it was last week or the week before, was $16 a share. You're talking, this is over a double up in a matter of 2 months, right? From where it was a week or two ago to basically now October, 15th expiration, 2021, you're looking essentially at a situation here where this is over a double up in a matter of 2 months, right? And 1,472 contracts volume. And like I said, this was taken an hour or so before the market closed. So we're talking about maybe 150,000 plus underlying shares in just this option contracts alone that went through today. Never mind all these. So clearly there's a lot of folks out there, or funds, investors in general, that feel like the Chef stock is about to do something epic, okay? Let's just put it that way, epic. Now, me, I'm a long-term investor in this stock, regardless if this stock moves to $30 over the next month and a half or stays at 22 or moves down to 18. It's all good for me because I'm planning on holding the stock for years to go in the future, but that's me. There's a lot of other folks that say, hey, nah, man, this is about to take a rocket ship ride to Mars, okay? And like I said, look at the puts over here. There's not big volume over here. I mean, big is relative, right? I guess this is big compared to normal volume, but it's not big compared to the put side or the call side, right? I mean, just like clearly, folks, if they're placing their bets here, it's that this stock is going to go up in a massive way compared to over here. I mean, this is honestly what this feels like over here is probably some people saving face. Meaning essentially, hey, I just bought a bunch of way out of the money calls. Maybe this goes south. Let me buy some 1750s and some 20 strikes to maybe save some face here if something goes south. Or maybe even some $15 puts, right? Just in case it goes south here, right? So definitely some food for thought here, guys. I mean, this is unbelievably bullish activity in a very short amount of time. To be risking that sort of money here, people gotta, know something. Either people know something that's about to happen here, or they're just in a situation where they're gambling. One of the two, and there's really no in between, right? Look at this, okay? Somebody in the private group posted this in the Discord chat today. 21.5% interest rate for basically, lending your shares out there. Now, this is something that I guess all the brokerages are kind of doing, and this goes into kind of what we spoke about recently, right? Where essentially the shorts are caught into a massive pickle here, and the interest rates have gone absolutely insane to try to borrow shares, right? And so if you're lending your shares, you can make crazy interest. Now, this is very tempting for somebody like myself that has $1 million plus in this stock, right? I have 7 figures in Tattooed Chef, and I could get that type of interest rate, but you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, although it is very, very tempting. I don't want to do anything that helps out the short sellers. Short sellers, they will make up lies about stocks. They will do so many manipulative things. I'm not even interested in potentially helping them out, even if that would help myself out, because that is a crazy interest rate I could make on basically lending out my shares. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. It is extremely alluring. It is extremely tempting, but I'm not going to do it at the end of the day. I'm looking at this and I'm like, shorts, you're in a real pickle here. And, it is what it is. Okay. I don't like short sellers as it is. And especially, dealing with a lot of these short sellers and the way they act, the way they will make up, straight up lies about companies, things like that. And, I've just dealt with them for, the past decade plus, and I'm just like, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm not here to lend you a hand. Let's put it that way. They wanted to do this situation. They wanted to constantly keep, shorting the stock. Deal with it. That's your own situation. Because I tell you, the shorts aren't going to be there to save me if I lost all my money in this stock. They're not going to save me for a second, right? They're going to be like, ha, you lost all your money in this stock. You suckers, what an idiot you are investing in that tattoo chef. They won't be there to save me for a second. So, it's a dog-eat-dog world in the stock market. And although it's tempting, nah, I'm good. Thank you. Okay. Now, a lot of brokerages are even contacting clients about this. Somebody in the private stock group Discord chat, they posted this email I got from Friday. They tagged me in this. They got that email last week, they said, okay. And basically what it says is, thank you for your interest in Fidelity's fully paid lending program. Attached, please find some information about the opportunity, the program fact sheet, Master Securities Lending Agreement, MSLA, and collateral documents are all included. The MSLA governs the securities lending relationship between you and Fidelity, and the collateral appointment letters provide an overview of the services that Wells Fargo and Bank of America, okay, we're getting into all these different places, huh? Wells Fargo and Bank of America provide as collateral agents. The documents are for informational purposes and do not require your signature. And this was obviously last week, and at that time, Chef was all the way up to a 17.6% rate. And keep in mind that, the other private group member just posted 21%. Now it's over, right? Which means the shorts are getting themselves into a bigger and bigger pickle by the second. Now, to keep in mind what some of these stocks usually trade out, Corsair is at 1%. Fubu, which one you think would be high, right? No, 0.375. So they're in a serious pickle here in regards to Chef. And I'm talking a massive pickle in regards to Chef. And I'm talking gargantuan. Because when you see, a rate go to 5%, okay, we're talking like you're getting up there, right? When you see 10%, it's like, you gotta be flipping my flapjacks. What's going on here? 17% is ridiculous. And now the fact that it's over 21% means the shorts are in absolutely a world of hurt in this scenario, okay? An absolute world of hurt. And like I said, I'm not lending my shares. They can, they wanted to get themselves into this, hey, pay the consequences in the end. Now, last night I posted that video on the main channel, right? And we got into actually very well done Wall Street Bets post that was posted in there, right? Which Wall Street Bets has like over 10 million people in there, right? It's like a huge deal. And somebody did a very well-informed post about what is going on here in regards to Chef. And if you haven't gotten to check out that video yet, I would definitely check out that video, because that goes into the details on what that individual in that Wall Street Bets post, what their opinion is, the details there, which it gets pretty darn intriguing. And they break it down in an amazing fashion. It's going to cover mostly trading related things that's going on with the stock for the next month or two, but it's going to absolutely blow your mind. I know when I was reading through it, I was like, geez, Louise, man, I stay in my lane, which is investing, but man, that trading stuff going on there is pretty darn crazy, okay? Now, what do I think is going to happen here? What kind of my perspective on this, okay? So the shorts are shorting the stock, right? Hoping it goes back to $16 to $18, right? This is their play. Now, is it possible for Chef to go, let's say, under 15? It's possible. It's unlikely. It is possible the Chef could go under 15. It is unlikely the Chef goes under 15, okay? Because here's the situation. Every time the stock drops to, let's say, $16 to $18, if it happens again, the longs like myself are there to pick up shares in mass. Like, if Chef was at $16 today, I'm buying six figures of the Chef here today, right? And so to get the Chef to ever go down in a massive way, right? where, you know, the shorts are always talking about, oh, it's going to go down to $12. This is what, you know, especially when the stock's actually going down. Oh, it's going down to 12. It's going to go down to 8. It's going to go down to 10. They throw out all these numbers, right? It's going to 0. Gosh, okay? They throw out all these numbers, but what they don't understand is every single time this one drops in any major way, the longs are ready to pick up shares, and we will gladly pick up shares. And the thing is, the more the stock goes up, and the more attention the stock gets, the more and more longs that are going to jump on the stock and be interested to buy it at higher and higher prices, especially as the company executes better. So $16 to $18, this has been the current, most recent range for the past few months, but eventually that range is going to move to $18 to $20. And it's going to move to $20 to $22. And it's going to move to $22 to $24 in terms of where the major buying pressure comes in if the stock drops big, right? As the company executes more, the revenues go up. All of a sudden, profitability starts coming in the next year, right? And then you have also the big funds start getting involved in the stock more and more. Then you're in a situation where the base, where it goes down to, gets higher and higher and higher, okay? And it starts setting higher highs, okay? And higher lows as well, right? Then, also, here's the thing shorts aren't factoring in, man. When you went through that post we saw last night, there's a significant risk of this stock going up in a massive, massive way over the short term when you look into what's going on there. Now, is this something I'm personally going to play? No, I'm not personally going to play any short-term call options around this, although it is pretty darn tempting. I'm not going to personally do it, okay? I'm in this for the long term. I'm buying shares for the long term, right? But the shorts, it's like, okay, big deal if it goes back down to $16, $18. Woo, you make a little money, okay? But the thing they don't understand is where they would have to cover at if this baby starts rocket shipping is going to be ridiculous. And it's not a huge market cap. I mean, you know, if they learned anything from shorting some of these stocks, even the large caps can move crazy, right? I mean, never mind a smaller cap. You know, you're setting yourself up into a stock that it could be potentially a coiled spring. Let's put it that way. That's about to launch you to the moon. And so I just don't see it from the short side. The hope that it goes back down to 16, 18, okay. Then you have all the longs coming in, buying like crazy support in the stock. Keep in mind, as the stock goes higher and higher, longs are going to be willing to pay more and more as the company executes and time goes on, right? And the numbers are phenomenal, 62% branded revenue growth last quarter. You know, as a story gets out there more, as Wall Street finds out more, and then you have that upside potential in the short term, you know, all I'm going to say is shorts, they don't make any dang sense. A lot of times they don't. And in this situation, they're setting themselves up for a world of hurt, in my opinion, that's just not worth it. But, hey, they can do what they want to do. If they want to pay, 100% interest rate soon, they might be on their way for that. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you're looking to check out our brand new course, How to Invest Like a Pro in 24 Hours or Less, check out that pinned comment down there. That will also be if you're looking to try to join us in the private Discord chat or the private stock group in general. Check out the pinned comment down there. We'd love to have you guys and join us in there. Much love as always, and have a great day.